Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. Take a look at the Lakers. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
I don't know of anyone who thought the road to the championship would travel through their building this season, but that just may be the case.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Paul. Gallinari is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Dion Waiters, and it's McCaw in at the 3. And for the Lakers, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings, and it's Green in at the 1. 2 pretty high-level defensive teams tonight, Doris. Is that due to talent, scheme, or hustle, or what do you attribute it to?
I think, Kevin, you just named the 3 things that are prerequisites to being a great defensive unit. Number 1, you have got to have individual talent that is suited athletically to guard. Number 2, you've got to have a great scheme that the coach has put in position. How are you guarding the pick and roll? Do you want a top lock? Do you want to get out and challenge? Are you switching the pick and roll? And a lot of that comes down to, do you want to be great? Are you going to lay it all out there? Are you going to sacrifice your body? All of those things are a necessity.
Here's Waiters following the basket by Anthony Davis. Waiters into the lane, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Now, here's Green. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. From deep three-point range, that shot misses. Some solid D from Paul. Here's McCaw. Now the pass to Paul. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Green. A 3-ball. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Paul. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Ibaka in the post. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's LeBron. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing here by 8. Three-pointer. And no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Raiders no luck. And here's the Lakers. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Green against Paul. Feeds it to Davis. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Triple from the wing.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
There's Green with the 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Avery Bradley in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Now here's Jones. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Waiters. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Here's Green. The Thunder making the shot. 1:10 left to play here in the first.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bradley against Waiters. Bradley with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And the Lakers with another miss.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And slam dunk by Noel.
At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
On the wing, Green. 5 points in the game. Misses the wing J. Waiters inside the three-point line.
Don't you love that AB wants to contest every shot? This guy puts his speed to such good use.
And Ibaka, no good on that one. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient, because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Green in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against the Kings got the job done. He scored 46 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Now, here's Green. He's got 8. James finds Green. Lets the 3 fly. And the Lakers get it back. The steal. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Down low, here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Gallinari. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Green passes to LeBron. Back to Green. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got 11 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Paul against Caldwell Pope. Paul's shot is off. Lakers leading by 6. And the wide open shot from Green. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Here's Paul. 10 points for him. The Thunder with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. Thunder trailing by 6. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's McCaw in at the 3, the small forward. The shot's good from Paul.
Beautiful stuff from CP3, figuring out every single way to exploit the weakness of the defense.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Paul.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Green kicks to LeBron. Outside, Green. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The shot's good from Paul.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Jacks up a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's Green outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Waiters outside. And the rejection by Cousins.
7'6" wingspan in the house, and he says, get it out of here.
Inside, James. And the dunk by James.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Jones finds Waiters. Paul outside. They need this. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Green against Paul. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Chris Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Green defending. Noel dishes to Waiters. Bradley on the double team. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Second, Chris Paul. And, of course, the general.
Between these 2 guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
Murray's checked in for Los Angeles. Good on both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Three-pointer. But he gets it back to the wing right side. Cousins, no one around him. Offline with his three. Thunder trailing by 15. Waiters outside. Here's Baisley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Lakers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Murray outside. Pass to Howard. Outside, Green. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Green's got 29 in the game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
To the middle, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
In the corner, Bradley with it. Stolen by Waiters. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. With some arc, the rebound by the Lakers. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the rejection by Cousins. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, Green. There's the triple. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Waiters for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Waiters got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Green, the pass to Murray. Outside, Green. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Noel kicks to Jones. Bradley against Waiters. Clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal...
Oh, he nailed it!
Yes.
Wow.
And it counts. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter as we get going in quarter number 4. Green is out there with Rajon Rondo, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Gallinari against Davis. And Gallinari kicks to McCaw. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On the wing, Green. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Passes it to Rondo. This one for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Rondo. Unloads. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Green left side. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got 38 points.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Paul with the steal, and even 3-on-3 break. The shot's good.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Pass to Davis. Kuzma, left side. Green against Paul. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And the pass to James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 9 points for LeBron.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Green draws the double. Davis, the pass to Green. There's the three. Drops in the tray. Green's got 41.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
To the paint. And it's Gallinari missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Waiters gets a wide open look, and that's a foul called on Gallinari. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
To sustain, I'm just going to have to stay in the same rhythm, game to game. Not overthink things too much, get points within the construction of the offense. We also have great locker room atmosphere, everyone rooting for each other. But at the same time, we keep each other grounded, keep each other humble, man. And when you do that, I think all things are good to come.
You have a lot of poise, young man. Congratulations.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. Farewell and good night.